I would like to invite heads of states, delegation leaders, and ministers to the stage for the official group photo, please. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Presidents and Prime Ministers, Your Excellencies and distinguished guests. My name is Maryam Qasim. I am a nuclear engineer at the Emirates Nuclear Energy Corporation, and I also lead the Advanced Reactor Program. It is my pleasure and honor to be your host for this historic event to launch the declaration to triple nuclear energy by 2050. I would like to start by highlighting the special significance of this date of December 2nd. As an Emirati, today is the UAE Nationals Day, and it celebrates the 52nd anniversary of the foundation of our nation. And as a nuclear engineer, today marks a new era for nuclear energy worldwide. It is the first time in history where countries from around the world come together to highlight the importance of nuclear energy and commit to support a tripling of global nuclear energy capacity by 2050. Time is of the essence of our very important guest, so I will now ask each of head of state and delegation leader to come one by one to the stage. I would like to start by inviting His Excellency John Kerry, the U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate. Thank you.
Well, as you all know, I am not Emmanuel Macron, and I am not a head of state, but I tried to be, and came very close, I might add. We won't talk about that. I've been asked to lead off. His Excellency President Macron was going to be here. He's been a little delayed in coming, but he'll be here momentarily. But I'm honored to be here. And I want to thank France and the Republic of Korea, Sweden, the UAE, the United Kingdom, and all of the endorsers of the tripling of nuclear energy for partnering with us here. I was thinking, if you look up there, it looks like we're almost in the middle of a nuclear reactor if you look up in the heights here. But we're all here for the most serious of moments. What is happening on our planet is human-induced. It's not a difficult equation to figure out. You don't need a new breaking of a code. You don't need rocket science. You don't need some new equation to be presented. It is simple. We are unfortunately burning fossil fuel in a way that is just unmitigatingly putting emissions up in the atmosphere, and it's warming the planet. We know this. The science is clear. There's no debate about that. It may be a debate about which technology is best or how you proceed, but not about the cause of the crisis on this planet. And we're now seeing impacts that are defying even what scientists predicted. This past summer, it was 70 degrees Fahrenheit above normal in the Arctic. It was 100 degrees Fahrenheit above normal in the Antarctic. And every week, every month, yesterday, we learn we're breaking another record. This is the hottest year in record. This will be, now confirmed. But how many times have you heard? Last year was the hottest year. The year before that, for 30 years, the years preceding have been the hottest. And it keeps going up. So the urgency of our summoning a greater response to this table could not be more clear. And our citizens all across the planet are changing the politics of the planet, because the politics are affected by the perception that adults are not behaving like adults and governments are not delivering what people want, which is clean air and a safe delivery of energy, and to begin to move to the future and the stronger economies that comes with this transition. The IPCC, the best scientists in the world, were crystal clear in 2018 when they said to leaders of the world, you have 12 years within which to make and implement the key decisions that will prevent the worst consequences of the climate crisis. We now have 7 years, 6 really. So my friends, this is a moment, and the UAE has done a terrific job bringing us together to summon us to this task. Now, to get where we want to go, we have a very straightforward, understandable task. We have to cut emissions. That's the way we solve this problem. That's what's causing the warming in the first place, and we have to invest. I'm not saying give away, I'm saying invest the trillions of dollars that are sitting on the sidelines looking for bankable deals, but not willing to move as fast as we need to move. That is why the United States is pleased to launch the declaration to triple nuclear energy with more than 20 countries from 4 continents. Now, we are not making the argument to anybody that this is absolutely going to be the sweeping alternative to every other energy source. No, that's not what brings us here. But we know, because the science and the reality of facts and evidence tell us, that you can't get to net zero 2050 without some nuclear. Just as you cannot get there without some use of carbon capture, utilization, and storage. These are just scientific realities. No politics involved in this, no ideology involved in this. This is about mathematics and physics and some chemistry and biology. Pretty simple. Not so simple to get everybody to agree what we're going to do. I served in the United States Navy in the US years ago. Too many, I'm afraid. And we served with, I was not stationed on a nuclear ship, but we worked with the nuclear ship. And those ships have been plying our oceans since 1954, when the Nautilus was first commissioned, first nuclear vessel, submarine. And I'll tell you, we have never had an accident, we've never had a spill, we've never lost one sailor in all those years since 1954. We know how to manage this. And with SMRs, small modular reactors, with the research being done at MIT and Stanford and Berkeley and countless universities. I was in Romania recently, was at the university there. Everybody's engaged in this task. So we're talking about a different paradigm, a different standard of safety and of knowledge that we bring to the table to make this happen. And it is clear that nuclear currently provides, people sort of forget this, nuclear currently provides about 1/3 of the clean power globally, right now. And we are meeting an ever-growing demand for energy with nuclear around the world. Plants are being built. We're building in the United States. Bill Gates and Breakthrough Energy has a plant in Wyoming that's being built. We have a plant out in Idaho at our laboratory. China's building them. Russia, Romania, Poland, countries all around the world still understand this is a necessary ingredient of energy provision. Nuclear is one of the ways in which we meet this challenge of net zero by 2050 and maybe beat it significantly. Almost half of our carbon-free power is nuclear. And it's the key to our ambitious clean energy goals, including 100% clean electricity by 2035. So not only will nuclear technologies like SMRs, small modular reactors, help the planet, they're also going to help our economies without sacrifice. Why? I mean, we all know that coal industry and other things, there's politics involved in dealing with workers and unions and so forth. But the reality is that SMRs are in fact uniquely suited to replace a coal plant while still utilizing existing workers, equipment, grid connections, without the need to acquire more land space and build out additional transmission lines. Decarbonizing our economies, which is the absolute sine qua non of being able to get to 1.5, keep 1.5, means we have to explore every solution, folks, at this point in time. And nuclear has a potential to help us meet our needs with more diversity in size, with large, small, modular, micro. I've heard of MIT's pursuing the concept of a nuclear battery, which is the size of a container, which you just lift up and put it on the back of a truck, take it in, plug it in, and off you go, which would be ideal for isolated steel or cement or other plants that need intense heat, or ideal for running a desalinization plant, which has to increasingly be of concern because of the water challenges we face on the planet. So this crisis we face, how many politicians have you heard them say, this is existential? It is existential. This is as serious a threat as there is on the planet today, without diminishing one iota what is happening in Ukraine or what is happening in Gaza. And clearly, we know the security threats that will grow if we allow millions of people in Africa or South Asia or other parts of the world to have to move and migrate, as they already are, in order to live out another day in greater safety and greater harmony. So, my friends, tripling down on our commitments is an essential ingredient, not of just defining the choice of the future, but of defining how we get to that future, still able to understand we're meeting the challenge of reducing the level of threat to our planet, and that we are meeting the challenge of holding on to 1.5 degrees Celsius as the North Star, as Sultan Al-Jaber said yesterday, the North Star. So we're delighted that all of you are here. Thank you for being part of this quest. We look forward to working with everyone in this endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I would like now to invite His Excellency Klaus Iohannis, President of Romania.
Thank you so much, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. The negative effects of climate change cannot be denied. We need to accelerate our mitigation actions, and in particular to rapidly decarbonize our energy systems. This is why I'm delighted to be present at this event alongside governmental and industry leaders who aim to deliver on the goal of global net zero emissions by 2050, including through nuclear energy use. As far as Romania is concerned, our strategies on climate change and energy are envisioning an energy mix based on renewables and nuclear energy for a net zero emissions Romania. Nuclear power facilities have operated in Romania for almost 3 decades now at high standards of productivity and safety. So I can say that we have a consistent national experience in this field. At the same time, we need to do more nationally and globally. Analysis from the OECD Nuclear Energy Agency show that global installed nuclear energy capacity must be tripled by 2050 for the world to reach global net zero emissions by then. In this context, Romania recognizes nuclear energy as a stable source of energy, contributing to energy security and decarbonization. Moving forward, we are committed to the completion of 2 new CANDU units at our Cernavodă power plant and to build and deploy SMRs, small modular reactors, as John Kerry also pointed out, in Romania. By the way, there's a new technology. We are working together with our friends from the United States, and it looks like we are going to build the first civil SMR on new technology we discussed. Dear leaders, in developing our national nuclear energy program, we are guided by an essential set of principles and priorities. We are committed to ensure safety for the public and the environment, as well as non-proliferation. Moreover, Romania also aims to become a regional leader in nuclear energy operations and deployment, center for workforce training, and a hub for nuclear energy supply chains. Climate change is a global challenge which requires, obviously, global action. Only through coordinated action and increased ambition can we address it effectively. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I would like now to invite Her Excellency Claire Coutinho, UK Secretary for Energy Security and Net Zero.